Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome to a new episode of the Gaming Chitchat Show. The Gaming Chitchat Show with Sean. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody's safe, doing well, and hanging in, right? The busy gaming season is coming. The spring push, I call it. May is looking crazy, but I've been going back also in between. Aside from new releases, and playing some stuff that I skipped. Back catalog, I call it. My back catalog is, as much as I play, as many games a year as I play, my back catalog is, it's pretty damn big. We could have an episode. You know what? That's a good idea. That's a good future episode of the Gaming Chit Chat Show. My backlog. I don't think I'm going to be able to list them all, but we'll get to it, right? That's a good idea. I'm going to work on that. But I wanted to dedicate this episode to one topic. And it's a lot of stuff that's been on my mind, and I've been tweeting, but it's like, I want to go on Twitter, and with the character limits and everything, and like, I'd have to tweet like 50 times in a row. There's so much I want to talk about with this game. I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save it for a video and say it all in one shot. So I was late to the Subnautica party, right? I love survival games. I've been playing Minecraft since day one. I have a dedicated series on here that I started years ago called Let's Play Minecraft. It's got commentary. I have multiple worlds in Minecraft on the Xbox, on the PlayStation, on the PC, on the Switch. I have a dedicated series on YouTube that I've been known for. I've played with other YouTubers on their channels with Minecraft. I love craft building, and I love surviving, and to me, it's bang for your buck. To me, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like going back to a game constantly and it never ends. I just made a joke to somebody the other day, like, what games took you forever to finish? And I said, Minecraft. And they laughed. It was somebody from Games Radar or something. I forget. But anyway, it was a joke. Because those games don't end. They're not supposed to. They're endless. That's why they're so good. Another game that I absolutely love, that I have a dedicated series, is No Man's Sky. And that game's come a long way, because if you remember how bare bones that game was. But you have the survival aspect of it, but you also have the craft building. And I gotta tell you something. I skipped out on Subnautica. I don't know what happened. Because on paper, it's everything that I would love. It's everything that I would be interested in. I don't know if there was a lot going on then, if I was busy with other games, or maybe I didn't want to get into another survival building game because I knew I was in already so many. And I'm probably always going to be dedicated to Minecraft. I still go back to No Man's Sky from time to time. I have multiple worlds in Minecraft on multiple platforms. Heck, I even use the Pocket Edition on the iPad. So, my little cousin, one of the first video games I got him into was Minecraft. So, that kicked off an entire world to him, the video game world. And it blew my mind when I first played it, because there's so much depth. There's so much to it that so many games just don't have. You pay $60 or whatever, and it's like, what, you play some of them for a few minutes and you're done? Or a few hours? I don't know how many. The only game that has nothing to do with that genre that I probably put aside from racing and fighting games, of course, because they're always ongoing, right? But probably the biggest game as far as time sink would be Animal Crossing and Destiny. So I don't know what happened with Subnautica, but I didn't get on it. And for some reason, I almost avoided it because I think I knew what would happen when I played it. Well, it's happened. Now, also, through the years, I have gotten so many requests to play this damn game. And some people would leave. So I've had people unsub from me through the years. And some people said to me through the years, why don't you play it? I knew people like this that did that with Minecraft. And they've just recently got into it. And they're like, dude, where have you been all my life? Well, I'm that way now with Subnautica. I can't fucking put it down. It's all I think about it all day. It's just, and you know what's crazy? Crazy enough, there's a new one coming out on the PlayStation 5, an expansion, a whole new one. So I'm super fucking pumped for that, but I'm not going to jump on that yet. I have to dig my claws into the first one on the PS4. I want to do this right and gradually jump my way up. Because there's so much yet I have to do. But here's what's crazy about this game. Every time I go on, even when I say I'm only going to go on and play it for a little bit, I look at the clock and 5 hours go by. 6 hours go by. I'm like, dude, I just said this like for the 5th time. Dude, I've been streaming that long tonight? And dude, the time goes like this. Like, when I play Subnautica, it feels like I'm playing for an hour. And like 6 hours pass. But one of the crazy things about this game, there's always a massive amount that you find out you could do. You never run out of stuff, and the more deeper you play, you'll watch a guide video, you'll watch another YouTuber, you'll read another Reddit forum, and you're like, what the fuck is that? That exists? You could do that in this game? And then it's like a can of worms. It's like you wouldn't imagine the freaking depth. I don't think I've ever in my life seen a game that has this much depth and content, and it just doesn't end. There's always something to chase. There's always something to do. There's something to hunt down, and you're always trying to work on your crafting and your building and your base. But it's very mind-blowing to me. It's very mind-blowing to me that I went this long without playing it. But I think I understand why I did that. Because this week alone, I was supposed to juggle a lot more things. And a lot of things I put off. And you know what? At this day and age of my life, I got to do what I got to do, you know? I got to chill. And, you know, some nights I'm going to do some Call of Duty. I'm going to do some Cold War. I'm going to do some more Street Fighter. I'm going to do some Valhalla, some Assassin's Creed. Now, you know what? The hell with it, I said. I'm going to fucking play more Subnautica. Because it's never a dull moment. I get mad at the game. I get frustrated. That's okay. That's not, oh, it's got its share of bugs and problems like I've never seen. It's okay. When you get that invested and hyped playing something, that means you care and you wanna better yourself, really. I mean, that's really what it is. I've been doing. See, I've only done this with one other game, and I've been doing a lot of reading during the day with a Reddit. I've been doing a lot of forum reading. I've been doing a lot of Winky reading. I've been doing a lot of YouTube watching. I've been doing a lot of guide watching on this game. And the only time I remember doing that on my free time was Minecraft. I mean, I invested hundreds of dollars on guidebooks that I have upstairs. That I have crafting guidebooks for weapons, for raw materials, for plants, for buildings, for minerals. I've never done that before, except for Minecraft, and I'm doing it now with Subnautica. It's like it's happening all over again. Is it hard? Is it a pain in the butt? Is it frustrating? Oh, God, it is. The oxygen alone is 30 seconds. 30 seconds. I don't care how many times you upgrade your tank. That's a freaking annoying fucking thing. But it adds to the experience. I mean, you could just go right into creative mode if you want. Like, for example, I'm getting so into base building. I'm still following. I got the story. I'm following along the story, the data logs. I'm learning about new resources. I'm finding new resources. I'm learning how to craft new things. I'm finding new blueprints. One of the big staples of the game is to finally get your shit together and fully prepare yourself to go to the Aurora. I finally went there last night. And my God, what an experience. What an experience. It was such a success. I mean, the amount of valuable items I found and the blueprints and the PDA documents and the logs and the voice files and the story progression. And then I get back to my base and I'm like, I'm never in my head. In my head, I'm going to finish this base. It's like my castles on Minecraft or my Skyview castle in Minecraft. Somehow down the line, I know I'm going to finish it, but I'm constantly adding a new section. I'm constantly adding a wall. I'm constantly building a new desk or a chair or a locker or an indoor plant or something or an alien containment or an aquarium. It's like my vision just keeps growing and growing. Now, like today, last stream, I got the moon pool. And somebody wrote me and said, man, you are so ahead in the amount of time you've played. Like, I got the moon pool already. I'm thinking already in my head, I want to build a second one. I got 2 sea moths out there. I got lockers now. I got a fabricator of my own, aside from the one in the life pod. I got a radio. I'm getting ready to build a med kit. I got the freaking gravity cannon, the propulsion cannon that grabs stuff and moves it so I can go into the Aurora in places that you're not supposed to go in. Secret areas. The gravity ball where you can catch fish. And now in my craziness of exploring and reading, I just found out about the prawn suit, which is like a fucking mech suit. And now it's all I've been thinking about all day. It's like, I have to have it. I have to get it now. But of course, you have to go find the fragments, find the blueprints, and you have to build it, and you have to get the material, and then you have to get another moon pool to store it in. But in my head, that's all I'm thinking of now. So as I'm learning about that, I'm going back to my base, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, okay. So I'm very OCD also. So I want to take this out. I want to take this section out. I want to move this here, but I want to change this living room area into a storage room. And then what I want to do is I learned about upper decks. I want to build a multi-purpose room on the top of this multi-purpose room. But then what I want to do is I want to take another corridor and make a second observatory and make that into a bedroom so I can see through the ocean. But then what I want to do is I want to put the second moon pool over here so when I get the prawn suit, and then I want to make an area just for plants so I can have a grow room. And I'm thinking of all this and I'm planning it, and I'm actually drawing on a pad. Like, this is shit I used to do when I first got into gaming and like when I first got into Minecraft. I'm doing it now with Subnautica. And then I'm mapping out in the map with a compass. Okay, I'm going to go to the reef. I'm going to go to the kelp forest. Then I want to go to the bulb forest. But then I want to go and hit the mushroom forest first and get the fragments in this wreck. Oh, I gotta bring the laser cutter. Oh, I gotta get them. Okay, so wait a minute. I can't do certain life pods yet in the storyline because I can't go that deep in the water. So I gotta get the depth modulator. Well, in order to get the depth modulator, I gotta get the fragments for the vehicle bay modifier in the moon pool to upgrade the sea moth. Oh, I gotta write this down. Okay, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get the more advanced tank. I'm going to get the super fins. Okay, I built the flashlight. I finally have the flashlight. Oh, man, I got a schematic for a floodlight. I got the camera drones around the base, but now I'm thinking, well, I got to build more solar panels now. I'm going to build more outdoor grow beds. I'm thinking of all this, and I'm thinking about my route, what I'm going to do in the next stream. And then all of a sudden, I come across the fucking Cyclops. Dude. Are you kidding me? Have you seen this thing? This thing is freaking massive. It's bigger than most people's bases, okay? This thing is a mansion on fucking wheels. This is a thing that you drive, okay? How many power cells is this thing gonna take? This is a submarine that you drive and you live in. And you have to start all over again because this is a base that you have to build from scratch. It's got living quarters. It's got growing quarters. It's got a driving area. It's got a modification area. It's got a freaking moon pool built in it for the Cyclops or for the prawn suit and the sea moth. Okay, it's got storage units. It's got beds. It's got this is a giant house that you could build, that you could drive and move. So I'm blown away by the size of this freaking thing. There's people on YouTube giving tours of it. They're parking it next to their base. And I'm now looking for fragments for this freaking thing. Like, okay, I got to go to the Aurora, under the Aurora. I got to go to the Bulb Forest. I got to freaking get... Then I'm like, dude, I got to collect all these resources to get the Cyclops. So see what I'm saying? It's like you can never have your night or your stream laid out because the game is insane. From the graphics look great. Probably some of the best water effects I've ever seen. It's really something. Is it something for everybody? I don't think so. But then again, like Minecraft and all that isn't either. You may find this game absolutely incredibly boring. Like, see, normally I would think watching this would be boring for someone. But see, like playing it is totally different. But see, but me, I find this shit interesting to watch people play. Like, I'm learning all about these, like, this guy's like, well, I forget his name, but he's been playing it for a long time. But you learn shit, and it's like, oh, I didn't even think of that. And, well, you could put this here, and then if you do this, and then it's like the moon pool. It's like, I couldn't fucking figure out how to connect the thing. And then I found out, well, you don't have to connect it, because if you put it close to a pipe, it's going to automatically connect. You have to put foundations down. You have to put reinforcements. You have to watch your hull integrity, or your base will crack in and leak, and you'll lose everything. And there's so much depth to this game. It's like, yeah, if you go in blind like I did, and you're like, what am I playing? What do I do? But once it clicks, and what's gonna happen is it's gonna click, and you get it, you're gonna put everything else off. You're gonna put everything else off, and you're gonna get it. And then the problem that you're gonna have is it's gonna be a time sink. It's gonna be a time sink. Now I'm kind of cheating because I'm jumping ahead. I'm looking at a Below Zero Subnautica on the PS5. It's coming out May 14th. Oh, you're in the Arctic. You're in the frozen area now. Oh man, they're showing you enemies, and dude, enemies now can come into your base, and it's like, listen. If this game is this involved and big, could you imagine? I'll get there eventually, but I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna play this as a chill stream. I'm gonna play it as a weekly stream. I mean, I may even start a dedicated series to it. I think I'm gonna take suggestions from people, design suggestions. You know, there's a lot of interactivity that I could do with viewers with this game. It's very much so like when I started with Minecraft. But yeah, I mean, it's great. Yeah, the game has its problems. Oh, you want to talk about a bug? I had a sea moth that I got too close to the island, and it got stranded. Now, what happened was, I was being chased by a Reaper Leviathan, which is like the big baddies of the game. Except for that big freaking Gyarados looking thing in the ocean. And one looks like Rayquaza. They look like Pokemon to me. All of them. So, the Reaper Leviathan freaking took my Seamoth and was attacking me and grabbed me. And it's looking at me like this. And it flings me. So I fucking hauled ass. And I said, I don't care where I'm going. I'm going to get away. Well, in a panic, I drove the freaking thing up the island. I'm stuck. My Seamoth is still there. I had to spawn another one with the dev console, which is a feature that they added that the PC users have, that all PC games have, especially back in the day. So my Seamoth has a tracker on it, so I had to take the tracker off so I don't get confused with my other Seamoth that I'm using, because it's not the floating island, it's the other one with the ancient ruins. It's there. It's parked up on the sandbank. I can't get it out. Now, I just read on a forum last night that my propulsion cannon can get me out. So I'm gonna swim. I'm gonna take the Seamoth over there, get out, and get into the other stranded Seamoth and see if I can. They said it'll do damage to it, so bring a repair tool. But they said that repulsion cannon that I built will fix it. We'll see. But man, I tell you, I mean, I was gonna try to have an end goal to finish my base and to work on another base somewhere else in a different part of the map. But I don't think I'm going to even have to do that. Once my main base is done, I think I'm just going to work on that Cyclops and then get that fully upgraded. The thing is massive. If you got to look it up. If you look up Cyclops in Subnautica, the thing is massive. I don't know how it runs. It must run on power cells, but the freaking thing must just run juice like no tomorrow. You could get a depth module on it. I'm still learning all about that. I didn't even get one yet for the sea moth. So there's so much I have to do. I have to build more solar panels, but the game is ridiculous. There's a lot to it. Check it out if you haven't already. But the game is I've been playing it pretty much every night on stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/MurrayNJ08. We're having a blast on there playing a lot of other games. I'm playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Street Fighter, Call of Duty. I just finished up Heavy Rain, my viewer requested playthrough. We're going to be doing Beyond Two Souls. I'm doing Miles Morales on there. I'm doing Demon Souls. I'm doing Forza Horizon 4. I'm going to be starting up Gears 5 soon. We got lots coming. Lots of content coming. Take care, guys, and hope to see you on the next episode of the game. Ooh. I'm so excited about Subnautica of the Gaming Chitchat Show podcast. Hey, stay safe, guys. Stay well. And I hope to see you again soon on future episodes and future content on the channel.